the seed. Save the future, plant the trees. Yam franka mumeni yodo, omeni beya free and fed you my thing, Fapo Wagana. Agana ye, it's you nice. From my papa, and from my papa, I'm on party. This is the time to heal the line. Heal the land, plant the seed. Save the future, plant the trees. Yam franka mumeni yodo, omeni beya free and fed you my thing, Fapo Wagana. Agana ye, it's you nice. from my papa. And from my papa, I'm on party. Yeah, gonna oh, see you, my Sagana Bay. So free and this is the time to heal the life. Musika upenti, can I say? What would I upenti? You, hey, oh my God, I'm say, so man. What was a girl upenti? Enti, can I say? Hey, God, I own it, it's a tip. Hey. I'm saying, queer Dutch. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm quite what he. Oh, when I open you, and he gonna say, stop now, I'm saying now. Say, mother, God, let's stop. God, I'm saying now. Stop, God, I'm saying. I'm saying about somebody. Yeah, losing our motherland, Ghana. You it's your look. Nina say, why don't you need it? Oh, sick and sick and then come home into a woody form. Hey. I want to for very hour come now. I say, can I get it? I'm say, busy, I'll be
Abusiafo ye mama Jo ye mama Kwaba ukwada foforo asanyaba ai NDC 360 ete se de emunim na NDC 360 eye dwumadie sonko dwumadie wonwaso dwumadie fefefa NDC amanyoko na hyehye ede bodawuo woni ma pa NDC amanyoko no ne NDC aman no eye amawo ene Ghana ni bia otie me hade ye chechire semnimu ye de bafom ye chechire mu in a way akora mpo a ye wo ne nchaye mpo ebeti ase. We tell you the truth and nothing by the truth. Tell a friend to tell a friend that NDC 360 is live. Dr. Samiaye is live. Like our comment, share to all others. Yeda producers ase, yeda Allow Silence Media ase, Wezo TV yeda mase, yeda Power FM ase, XYZ TV, XYZ Radio yeda mase. Ene Ghana fwa yehu donti mu streaming live on all the numerous social media and digital media platforms etwa ewiase afa na nyina ehia midin the Dr. Sami Aye and adwumadi aye bedi no ewo NDC 360 me na me di ho chia me ibetwa ye ho akwaje aboafo nkrato aba.
Resource. It's our pride. And at Gold Ball Jewelry, we celebrate that pride every day with craftsmanship that reflects who we are as Ghanaians. Introducing the Gold Ball Jewelry Gold Tablet. Pure, certified, proudly Ghanaian gold. The best part, when you buy a Gold Ball Jewelry tablet, you own it. You keep your gold with you, not with us. It's more than a jewelry. It's a smart investment for every Ghanaian who wants to secure their future. Gold Ball Jewelry Gold Tablet. Own your gold. Own your future.
Abusiafo yesanso mama Kwaba eba NDC 360 enne NDC 360 ayeba be ye ya chemu afamiensa 3 segments of ID kan no. The first segment a government this week ofa ya hyehya to ho a ye de ka nema pa any all other information and news for the central government, the presidency, the vice presidency, and central government. They are buying no air ya. Ye jidi ye se ewa Ghana for na neshe Ghana ni monyam. That is government this week. Ofa etosu mi no NDC and you. The enehu ene the aswatia Ghana for do na edi wadanse. Any major state institutions anamontua omutua ebwa ema niema ekoso ewo Ghana ha. Major state institutions adwumadi omudi the interventions any policies are omudi egu akwanmu a Ghana for do na edi one dance no munya so faso. That is NDC and you, because it is the vision of the NDC political party no and no na go into policies are ye campaign ye kan ho asema major institutions championing. That is NDC and you. The third and the final segment, a moment of truth. moment of truth yɛ no kremre yɛ the documents akɛseɛ papers akɛseɛ ɛka nokore na ɛde nokore no ɛdɛdi it separates the boys from the men ɛwɔ moment of truth so yɛbɛtwa yɛn ho sima ne agye aboafo nkrato aba. Abuziavo, yamama kwaba eba government this week. When me buy adwin say emeriti a wamuni. Eye ensentro adwumakuo chenchenche kakrakapa agi din wo wiase afa na nyina. Ni din ahyeta ewa aman ahodo bebre so wo wiase afa na nyim. Eye Devex Publications. Na Devex Publications abubo ewiase afa na mu empanyufo twotwo wuro etitre ne anintini aman panyimfo a omonye pesame nkumnya omodo omoman empanyimfo a omoso dae pa efa omoman ho empanyimfo a enhyehyeye omode gu akwan mu no ebua ma omoman ekoso leaders who are compassionate, leaders whose initiative culminates in making sure that the countries they represent are better off. The countries they represent develop. Now, what is the criteria? Devex Publications at the year, sir, ranking see. The say, sir, Devex Publications see. Almost share a mine name paying for a set to say the American. How was I'm paying for bois ama impuntu husikasema koso. Development finance, humanitarian aid, policy aid, economic reforms, any some paying for their fights and their resolve towards global health. Almost share bono. Almost we are saying for na nyina omabo nipa aduonum 50 empanyufo a ebimu ye presidents ebimu ye politicians ebimu ye businessmen and what have you. Na enije sema e wo sa asem we mu ne say yebobo ye no Ghana man panyin His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama tikase e we adwe yeso oye number 5 yanka so oye number 40 ana say oye number 30 ana oye number 49 yesi ewiase nyina ono toso enum baako mienu miensa ena enum as far as development and initiatives are eboa omoman are concerned. Enti yebe try ho kakra na yedi mfoni baako mienu miensa bi a kyerem ye ba na ya be kyerkyerem.
Let me be direct about what we are up against. Too many of our countries are caught in what I call the triple dependency. We depend on others for our security choices. We depend on donors for our health and educational systems. We supply the world's critical minerals but capture almost none of its value. This isn't sovereignty, it's a trap. And it's getting worse. In my quiet moments, as I try to find solutions, here's what I've learned. Crisis creates clarity. The clarity is this, that we must build our own capacity to act.
I was here for Mejidi Yepa Samu Sinia, a chachre. The ATN say, Sir Devex Publications. O ma hwehwem te se de mekan no ewiase afa na nyina ahwe mpanyufo akese a omo hyehye no efa niema policies and interventions a aman de gu akwan mu at a time a omo kuro no ho akere omo pa development finance and omo hwe eye mpuntuo hu sikasem global health eye wiase afa na nyina ya pomodensam ehihye ben na de gu akwan mu adwenkyere ben na ye de ba the idea behind this say yebebo ama wiase afa na nyina ya pomodensam akwa anim economic reforms wa unim ye ba ye Ghana ye sikasem into toye within a space of 1 year. What has been the legacy of President John Dramani Mahama within a year no where Ghana every sikasem to toye ana enko ye embo number edi edu baby a ye gina yi into ma hwesa na ma we nyina na the President Mahama ato number 5 out of 50 say we are safe na nyina ye ka empanyimfo a omo bon homode no mo do omo man na omo nim de wosoro a oma beye a poster boy for we are safe na nyina to look after as far as leadership and governance is concerned. That is the major backbone of DIVEX for omo publication. Said them kind DIVEX they omo ye I mean a media publication entity a omo ye san hwehwemu a me kyerɛ. Now DNT na sa publication yana ranking ye koso. One me be ya adwen se enche nanse ya eye amaya wodo akese a omo no mujiro omo na so kakra eye the developed world no. Many of them especially America omo de hyehyɛ egu akwan mu se sika enkane na omo de boa ebibi man ni amaya afi no omo so enyi efefe kakra no bibi nti omo mfa se sika ne mabiom ti wo hwa ya kyerɛ ha why it matters now. Traditional donors, I'm talking about the UK, I'm talking about America and Europe, are reducing foreign aid, pushing developing countries to seek new strategies and partners. Leaders who can navigate this shift are gaining global influence. And the Chirawa America, Obekaya and say our program beyond friend USAID, United States Agency for International Development, USAID. Almost say sika omuchama amaya hodo nyina no Ghana I know say afi be about $150 million under USAID eba Ghana almost say the ofri o the otua o ni wuranya ntombi o mo fa seska no emma Ghana bi o enya Ghana nko amaya hodo bebre twa enwahia that USAID program no o metwam enti Davis 4-year ranking say ye twa mu no amaya dodo asan na ometimi de hyehyɛ gu akwan mu a even in the absence of this USAID no oman ne koso omo hwe mo say President Mahama hyehyɛ o de gu akwan na bro adwene nti ase so efe dodo no mo born aba so omo de na to number 5 so that is the meaning of this. And what is the DIVEX Power 50 just omo lesi nipa 50 to say de mekan no a omo bom homodin. It is an annual ranking of 50 most powerful people shaping global development. Measures influence across policy, financing, innovation, partnership, and systemic change. Focuses on the post-aid era, where influence increasingly comes from ideas and strategies, not just money. The chairman say, "Emrea enkane na amaya kese no edi sika kakra boa amaya pii no sisi ano saa moane ni hobiom nti hyehyɛ ben na amaya hodo ina de egu akwan mu a emma the need for sika no and the absence of sika no enye so evident ma wi ase afa na nyina. That is what it means. Now President Mahama ade ba ko poti pa omode born abaso edene to number 5 out of 50 no the program I refer to Accra Reset Initiative. In Tobesha, he was recognized for his leadership in advancing a new model of African development which borders on self-reliance, independence, and innovation, thinking outside the box, financial prudence, fiscal responsibility, and a fiscal discipline, nina abua ama Ghana, even in the absence of US aid and other, international financing regimes or source of funding, Ghana etimi ejina na naso. Bibia etimi ekoye was one of the major reasons. Now, what is the Accra Reset? So the Accra Reset is a central reason DEVEX cited President Mahama for global influence. It is a policy and diplomatic framework aimed at reshaping development for Ghana, Africa, and the global south. Now, core principles of the Accra Reset. The core principles are the actually say FAPIM. Sa Accra Reset ni jina so no de way. The foundational pillars Accra Reset ni jina so no ene de way. Number 1, or say economic sovereignty and domestic resource mobilization. Domestic resource mobilization. Or say focuses on Africa generating its own funding for development. Say the American, you try USA do 150 million, dollars ana afibia Ghana nya no. Sisi asas kan ni obium. But bisa won say, denti ana enka na ye de say sika no ma Ghana no. Say sika ni obium no programs ana e running under this sika no egu ana enguye. The answer is enguye. USA sika no Ghana enka ni many years. What were they using those monies for? Malaria treatment and management. Obekaya I do maybe na mosquito net. Baby, ye check. It was because of USAID. Malaria medications. Edra yedema ubia wanya malaria. Those monies were also funded. Those medications were funded by USAID. HIV and tests and treatment, any management. Net saying maternal and child health. Yama mu kwa wo mu a enchehye ben na aban ni digu akwa mu sika say ne de to a ye de back the need for care for the mother and the child. All these things were niema na America aban no de boa Ghana through the USAID program. And now me no ka say sika ni ho, but we are doing incrementally well. Me no ka say you increasing the funding to National Health Insurance Scheme for the first time, over 9.9 billion Ghana cedis. Our President Mahama, Ediama National Health Insurance Scheme, and then because of the confidence in our national health insurance, within a space of 1 year, the past 650,000 Ghanaians have rolled onto the National Health Insurance Scheme because of confidence in health system, and because of President Mahama, an initiative to fund and retool the National Health Insurance Scheme. So this policy talks, this part of it talks about government's initiative and innovation to fill the gap as USAID no na airfield. So it includes strengthening tax systems, combating illicit financial flows, and better natural resource governance. An example of better natural resource governance is the policy of Good Board. Ghana, for many years, a good year to know, a year, foreign nationals, and now, they export it and don't even bring the foreign exchange to Ghana. So we were not prudently managing our natural resources. And now I say because of President Mahama's initiative in Gold Board, Ghana Timia realizing the true potentials of our natural resources. And we believe that because of President Mahama's initiative, we can even do more. And as we go forward, we will discuss a few things in the Good Board for you. It is in line of this metrica, DEVEX for Edema President Mahama's award. And so better natural resource governance. The next principle is regional economic integration. So the Accra Reset promotes deeper implementation of African continental free trade area to increase intra-Africa trade, industrialization, and job creation. What has President Mahama? Now, because of what team were coming, be an cost in the Sahel region, say, most of them, Burkina Faso and what have you, Etiom free. AU, ECOWAS, and what have you. What did President Mahama do? President Mahama made sure, say, he will appoint a special envoy to the Sahel regions to deepen, and to build the relationship a war between Africa, Ghana, and the Sahel regions. Because whatever you do, they are brothers. And so President Mahama's single intervention in that regard, in so many ways, as far as trade is concerned, in making sure say any animal more Sahel regions, a good and good relationship as far as business and trade is concerned. And see, it was one of the key things President Mahama a year devex for urban aba. So be kaya by so you can say a committee for accelerated export development program. What you say? So President Mahama set a committee, he was part of it. So accelerated development program and also accelerated export development program and also boy trade near a course. So it was one of the pillars. Number 3, advocacy for fairer global systems. Calls for debt relief, fairer trade rules, and climate finance that reflects African realities. What are they talking about? They are basically talking about President Mahama Okaya or UN General Assembly. His advocacy on reparations. For many years, most of the European countries, UK, the US, and what have you, they sought after cheap labor from Ghana through colonialism and slave trade. Over 2 million people were taken away from Africa. Those people were the bedrock of all development and systems abrofono built for so many years. What I say, slave trade, it was cheap labor. Sika sign no mutuaye for that. How much did they pay in reparations? Gold, diamond, and the natural resources are bibinti. Yedefi Ghana and Africa kwa. In terms of fair trade, have they been able to pay us back? Have they shown, say, their course, it was say a baby mine and Ghana in Yasofa. So these were some of the things President Mahama Ekan was fair trade, such as say proper tariffs, charges, taxes omode egu akwamu Ghana ana bibi man enya so fa so sa pepepe and President Mahama ne advocacy oka wasem UN say major policies and I say in Shishaya UN edigu akwamu no it must not only any kwan say a benefit abrofo no do na nko as compared to Africa and Ghana. It is Shishaya omdo egu akwamu no ye make sure say e fankita hudie ne adwade hu a e wo say Africa and Ghana enya so fa so almost the same as kwaya abrofo no so nya so fa so. So President Mahama spoke about it. Health sovereignty. So initial launch focus on Africa health sovereignty. Obekaya in August, President Mahama health sovereignty summit be Accra International Conference Center. Na obia amaya ho do mpanyifo bebre ba Ghana to discuss the way forward as far as global health is concerned. Said be yen na betena se aka boom na ya church na dwen kwan a Ghana na ebibiman ene ewiase afa na nyina yen na beboa ama apomode nsem no akosoro. President Mahama ebaye wa launch the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, the Mahama Cares program. No when me be adwen say nansen hwehwemu kire say 45% of yare ekunipa no na non-communicable disease, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, and what have you. President Mahama am fan and san share dem refem. One ka say ne sent no we ase for mreni ska America for the UK for mreni ska no fan kosa yare ono ankasa accredit the policy amano funding from National Health Insurance Scheme ono ankasa donate businessmen, philanthropists, and the people bebre are donated to this program. We're finding a lasting solution to this problem as far as our health is concerned. And you also count on more President Mahama. But so finally, also new governance and financing models aims to create alternatives to the traditional aid model by working with development finance institutions private capital and innovative partnership. The internet President Mama Abekaya between 2013 and 2017, Tama be free abemu for the first part. No, or ye agreement be brea amfa eka anto Ghana ye national debt so. It was alternative source of funding. It was innovative. Obekaya ye free build, own, operate and transfer agreement BOT. MPS Port, Meridian Port Services, President Mama Yebi. Kotoka International Airport Terminal 3, President Mama Yebi. These were alternative source of funding. It was a new model. President Mama de Ghana. Ebebo adwuma, ema niema ko ye in several parts of your country no. Ye infrastructure. Ebuaye. Omabo President Mama abaso because of that, because President Mama yes initiatives we na amfa eka kese ama meto aban no so ana ama meto Ghana so. Enti these were the founding or foundational pillars na ewo Accra reset agenda ni ma President Mama eka wan asem o Switzerland or kan wan asem o America or kan wan asem o UK all done a di actually we are afa na nyina say indeed oyo mampanyi a oso daepa na daya a oso no eye daya a eboa man eye daya a edi mpuntuo ba oman mu eye daya a change ana esesa how a ewo so oman bi etimi eye ne niema enti ye bought the vex for abaso for this ratings, for this ranking yeah ye Ghana had ye nim say we could have even done better because of the President Mama buy within a space of 1 year. Wetimi aye ama Ghana any we asa for na nyina enya eso mfasopa. Ye be try ho age nkrato aba.
Resource. It's our pride. And at Gold Ball Jewelry, we celebrate that pride every day with craftsmanship that reflects who we are as Ghanaians. Introducing the Gold Ball Jewelry Gold Tablet. Pure, certified, proudly Ghanaian gold. The best part, when you buy a Gold Ball Jewelry tablet, you own it. You keep your gold with you, not with us. It's more than a jewelry. It's a smart investment for every Ghanaian who wants to secure their future. Gold Ball Jewelry Gold Tablet. Own your gold. Own your future. From the heart of Ghana comes elegance that endures. Gold Ball Jewelry craft world-class jewelry from the finest gold, diamonds, and precious minerals. Gold Ball Jewelry designed to celebrate your milestones, your style, your legacy. Gold Ball Jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian. Visit our showroom or shop online.
There is something extraordinary happening, something you won't want to miss.
A treasure that has been kept under wraps until now.
The wait is almost over.
Get ready to experience the unforgettable.
ebusuafo yesan so mama kwaba eba NDC 360 isi ya baby a yedro no ye frɛ no NDC and you ena ye bedi nkomo pi afa Ghana enkane na ye biggest foreign exchange institution na eboa Ghana pa ye eye cocoa board NDC ba ye I mean so many difficulties e ka bebre sum even projects I know kwase cocoa board ye kra they were doing NDC abayaba under the leadership of Dr. Randiabe a lot of improvements have happened. Definitely there are difficulties in cocoa board and untina ye de panyi akwatena se a me no baya adwe say in the space of 1 year or then hyehyeye pie egu akwan mu a aboa ama the image, the integrity and the financial position of cocoa board in kakra ekoyi a ye giri se mrebe so a ye bebu nkompo akoyechi akohwe bebi ana ye woni bebi a ye ko we all come to the conclusion say indeed Dr. Randiabe on President Mahama the vision and the finance minister Abo Juma and then yamencha de yenya the director for public affairs for cocoa board Miami nua Sam Jerome ewa ha eni ye betwetwe nkomo kakra me nua Jerome na ete sen
emi adam na ze
ekoyi won efe ye
oh sorry no the emphasis da manya
fantastic na cocoa board ni sempi wo ho na mo bae na ete sen
sami ma mi chia na ahwefo ehwe nso na ma mi chia won baby a Ghana man panyi we bia nso no nchia kase koma no sa na be de chire na the chief executive of Ghana Cocoa Board Obenfo Randiabe so ichia no ma yinchia cocoa akuafo because they be make said the relevance of Cocoa Board no is based on the existence of cocoa akuafo na ewo ho a adwuma no na o question ya obisa me de metimi aka say Owura Randiabe ni mpanyinfo ma mpanyin pa wo no ye ba beto edan ya ma beto adwuma na mekanisa kire say adwuma a oba beto ye anaso oba beto adwuma ohu ne say bia adwuma no the asset and the liability e bia otifiri mu a ohu say na aka kire nti say na metimi agira so de ayeden e de arane adwuma no but say oba befa adwuma na say the liabilities and I say ehun eka no edoso chen eye ejapade a ewo ho a na obviously edan na aye den oba beto one man beto ejuma na so mpanyin force ye de jawa na aye den na ye de asoa o eno nti o man mpanyin hwehwe mu hu ni say you'll be able to do the job eno nti na ordinary bana and certainly ejuma no so na opanyin ye den eye no na emese opanyin bae no waka nneoma ba ko mienu bi ema etiefo ayeden anamafo nate na enne ye behye da pebre kakra on say ye bae no omampanyi kan se mi se na wuyi ECG fi ho a adwumaku a na e de kapa ye cocoa board to the extent say na cocoa board e de ka 32.9 billion almost 33 billion Ghana cedis ana ye cocoa board den ede na nchichemu ana ewo mu no ebi agrochemicals fertilizer facilities ayakoje AFDB Bank of Ghana so all the way nyina bomu a we are talking about 32.9 billion almost about 33 billion intin say all this aka we ya da ben na wo ko ayeden akowanimu for you to make a emphasis. So that is one justification. Okay. Say you babeto a dime. Okay. Another issue has to do with cocoa roots. Okay. Now, say oshe timupa na cocoa roots in one. Maybe fi se also. Na oba share seshi anasa Western Nota. Na yang enani produce cocoa pa. Inti adwane teche ne say most of these regions produce cocoa no oma kwan enye den enye. Into ma kwan enya obehun se cocoa ne krampo na ye di free afum ho na ye dia co shed emo ne ade na yakọ no kra na problem obi wo ebia be 1 bag bi 2 bags bi okofo afum ho no na de yakọ no insu ato wantimi amfanko so ye hu se 1 emwa ma ye ntimi evacuate cocoa ne free afum ho emma ba bia wo se ye den eba number 2 eno nso ma cocoa akuafo no sebeka fro ekwa ho kirem ene ehiam nti ne saa de a afi bia no cocoa sika yebenya no yente kakra bi ento nchen se de be ya some of these major routes no ye betimi aye den ye betimi aye na afi de kojamia na wo ye den na wo san me ho because cocoa board enye Ministry of Roads. So their official and original reason for existence is not about air construction of roads. Until we now a supplementary of Adibia na woye. But you will say time air bania de kono eka air dem eba. Now interestingly, NPP eba no. So OSHA 2020, 2017, 2018. Yawa Bajoko be a funny PPLC. Okay. PPLC catch management as at that time say Cocoa board sika sem enye den enyina ye Cocoa board eniska into on the basis of that no ehun hia say Cocoa board best set even one cedi aside say or the year den or the year cocoa rules. Until they didn't make any budget for a cocoa rules. Okay. Fast forward,
they didn't make any budget.
No budget.
Once
no,
not even a cedi.
Not even a cedi. Over a year 2018, 2019. Abajoko ne sanso catch them say no. Munyina mo now so ye. Okay. Into no road. Mamonya dem. Mamo enya kwan. Now 2019, 2020. Or sanso catch and say ehun hia say obey den. Obey kwan. Na hwe de si ye nia ebesi ye ne say ya ka kire wo say don't make any budgetary allocation and in fact ya make not even a peswa for roads no so 3 years na ya make any budgetary allocation no and no na yetumi award the cocoa contract to the tune of over 21 billion Ghana cedis.
From which year to which year?
From 2017, 2018, 2018, 2019, 2019, 2020.
21 billion.
21 billion.
Into a car, a cocoa board.
In terms of
70%.
No, this is even different from a year the 32.9 billion. Way a year in relation to cocoa roads.
Cocoa roads.
Cocoa roads.
Or my cocoa roads in Rose Ministry.
Oh, just with
that budget.
With no budgetary allocation, not even one cedi. Not even one cedi. 21 billion. In a 3 years now, you can say, Momonya day. Momonya kukurus no. Omoye day. Omoye. So, what's asking no bisa say? Say, if say, sa PPL Sabajoko no. Aye, Abai Wasubi, that is Ministry of Finance. Aye, Bank of Ghana. Aye, Cocoa Board. Eye LBCs omo moto kuku no akuafo ankasa wo so so something if we it's nase ehunu eye ne ekwa omo tumi tufo e kire sese because omo hu eye tibia na kuku board eye da ewo mu so you ask yourself say on the basis of what is the reason that triggered say a contract up to the tune of 21 billion meanwhile you don't even have eye sikana ye den sikana wo
only budget for it
you don't have budget you don't have money. So now it clearly tells you, say, dia obi benya won chanti. We need to sign on to those contracts because of obi den, obi di obenya. Because if not that, what will motivate you to do that?
Na say cocoa football, but only any my bobi ma.
Ebezi na paso.
What Chendi United?
So say ebezi na paso. Because enye eno enye reason what actually should be the reason? Because the penny be catch them say who needs ka won japade. And that is the truth. Because what you say we need simple and say capre. Obi ko bi sa asasebo. No. Nko bi sa asasebo. Enti say wo ni sika a wo de be ya kwan na say wo award a contract to the tune of 21 billion and over. What is the sense in that? And do you know something? Contractors no so no. E wo mo nhihye ye mu say within 3 months nipa no be raise IPC, that is interim payment certificate no. E wo so ye den utua nipa neka. It's when Paneka beyond the 3 months, no, accumulate interest on whichever certificate and Nipana reason. It's now we accumulate the debt of cocoa board. It's now we pay cocoa board ye and answer 1 penny. And ya yan and say, Saka win no, Ubog was a creating in on your day or Mambetia. So that is the wickedness exhibited on Ayakia by the previous administration. But or more the temerity to come out to say in your man and your man so imagine say if say cocoa board accumulates a kawea and can be a neck for then now fast forward there's also been inherited an issue of a rollover now rollover no actually say ya dream say ebia sa 2027 nyame ya adom na ye komua ye betimi anya cocoa be ton no be 500,000 metric ton.
Okay.
It's 500,000 metric tons no. Na me ne wo samia ye nhyehyeye. Also 500,000 metric tons no. Me ton emu be say 400,000 a den ama. Enti me ne wo sign contract na meje ehu sika. Wo de a wo hwe ne say metimi aye den. A supply wo. Yes 400,000 now. Okay. Me no aye den. Me no aka. Enti ne say at the end of the year, na me supply with 200,000 now. Then it means say an outstanding of 200,000. If I say me no call agreement to say me produce 400,000 metric tons of cocoa. Now at the end of the year no me 200 per. Just me supply 200 per. Now say me the 200 so that you need to roll it over into the next season. I don't know say. Until say odi nipa ne ka. Oni nipa na sign contract no. Enti nipa na ehwe say the contract na wo nya hu sika e dia ye dia wo ye no supply me the commodity and I say in this case the beans. Enti wo want me and supply me then subsequently the preceding year no e was so to me dey e de mame. Now the unfortunate aspect and say o de money pakro na ono no e no at the contract price. Or no yeah there a sign you know because agreement is agreement. Intine say the next year na say ebo no kosora nipa no nya den on found. Ebo na do 10 billion per ton krampa and fan ho. Ono no be ma wo waboka because ebo na e wo ho no e na also the man.
So say aye a car akoye sensaman car e di wachi sa be bia be fa.
In this case na kana be mienu one we lose revenue and two we so incur cost to service a yes rollover now ye den oh yeah no
intimate say ye ba aban mu no 1 ton bia no na
about $4,000 a free so this is what happened. So at the end of year 2023 at the end of 2023 no na cocoa board under the previous administration was unable to supply over 333,768,000 metric tons.
Rollover no.
At a contract price of a year $2,600. So fast forward, year about 2024 no. You be declare a farm gate price of $3,100. So on the face of it now, we won't say $3,100 minus $2,600. The difference is what? $500. So on every ton biana, wo supply and as a service rollover no, you have to incur additional cost of $500. So we were able to supply 235,394. Bakubia ye boka $500. So over $117 million. O de buy ye isi kemu de over 1 billion cedis. And a cost. But in terms of revenue, in 2024-25 season, no, not the weighted average. Na ewoho ebo na nke betimi anya no was $6,600 per ton. So $6,600. So what we say $6,600 no yababa be lose because of a year cocoa we na e was a service no at a contract price of $2,600. That is why Omanpenyiba in the first State of the Nation address or can say cocoa board aboka over $800 million. Because as at that time now yes service almost about 200,000. So what your arithmetic now 200,000 a year times a year $4,000 US. A amount a yes amount now ye dey okam. Inti nanka sika we nyina nanka ebeye revenue. Ediama cocoa board no because of eye omoana muntu no says kana ede ahye cocoa farmer no enya for so bia ede e wo so this is the kind of eye cocoa board that omo ede omuja eye.
Okay,
another shocking and disheartening one eye jute sacks bottle no mo a ye di cocoa mu ede ye di cocoa
bottle den bi no
bottle den ye di cocoa ede egumu no. Into no oye projections as to say ABR me project say this season cocoa dodo say na metimi ade a produce. Then on the basis of that, now why procurement akra eye bottle or the beba. Na bottle be a bill baku be a woman 300 bucks and as if I said 300 pieces. In a day, a woman. So at the end of a year 2021-2022, a year crop season, now stock in terms of bill, na ye wo a year 94,615,000 a year bills. In an year day, ye wo. Sa bill we no. A year multiplied by a year 300 because Bakubia won 300. Obo say you get about over 28 million bucks of a year juices. A year be packet. A year kuku no more den. Egumu. So if you have over 28 million bucks, tell me, sir, when you divide it by a year 16, that is per tonnage now. Obe say a bit me providing more than 600,000 metric tons prior day. At the amount. But however, that stock we are one. About 2022-2023 no masanso could procure a year 75,000 bales. At the Baba account, or more the head and more the head. Meanwhile, now Upo Jackson's in Poche say, O tonnage a wunya, a so yede, a so.
O cocoa na o produce cocoa na esotia o so bags be
right bags na if I saw be so and bags ni nyina so no o procure na sika the procure no is in excess of about $40 million. What
do you hear?
About $40 million. And omo ye den omo procure 75,000 no quantity omo to me eye den eyi was 74,023 leaving 977 omo ntimi aye den Omontimi ankwanti
the mortgage car near nana.
And no ye tracing po ye hu
e bi ayra.
Ye about 2023-2024 no asanso akra 75,000. Oyimu 17,000 per. Oyimu
now you say want to be ya wo cry.
Just 17,000. And so about 2024 wakra 56,000. Emu 546 per. Eno ye den oyiye. Na nia eye botisem wo hono ne se 2025-2026 season na enye wo season unim po se wo beto amamu no so anawo to aso no na wasanso kra ye den akokra bi
aka ho
e de agyawo
ntwobo
ewia sanso a issue bibia e friend irrevocable letters of credit e de ama Ghana International Bank say to $48 million e den e masa adwumaku no. What is the reason behind what is the reason behind? And this is the state of cocoa board. This is the state of cocoa board. But said I'm a kind of ye the Jawa so ye buy look their ura randia be yen and they say unko jomunko tontos unko tonya doa na unko tomuku. Now from BC Jaso now can't say minya benkwan abra want to abanye day ankan. So when we repeatedly do the things we continue to do, obviously yenya any new resource. So one, internal measures are to keep some unnecessary expenditure and they say even foreign travels. Foreign travels be a mobile corner. So if there is no justification as to say a direct bearing there is no way anybody who goes. It's another year, one other thing. Number two, in terms of the transport sector, you buy when they say transport one kwa head office one fuel near there, economy maintenance, it doesn't make sense. But now every month is able to save no less than $1 million Ghana cedis. About $1 million Ghana cedis because of a prudent management. So you are saving a year. No more then. Ewo. So wako meeting and say na say ya bre mo snacks and I say aduane. I say when did you feel now about meeting and say nobody cares.
Ni na ye prudent measures are take castle for the company to be productive.
So what I say for the company to be productive. Obeti mi aye den ejina ne na so. Oba ye no. One reason na ama ye ntimi anko syndication and say books mu nye den enye. Investors are not even having confidence in you. Now, meanwhile, near the cocoa bonds, you make any allocation, say you did, but Oba and say no. Say if you bet me, I credible. Now, you sounds when you investor confidence, we need to find money to pay cocoa bills.
Okay.
Yam budget you, but he was able to find 2 billion cedis to go and pay.
Serious?
Yes.
2 billion?
2 billion to go and pay as of last year.
Dr. Randy Abeyebo Abaso.
So I say to go and pay. Ni not yet to increase a year and to bring back investor confidence. Said the buyer omobiti me and investive or a year a juma anymore. Now this and many more. In fact, we're taking initiative via a year the cocoa rehabilitation, speaking to a year investors to invest because say to me rehabilitate a ton of a year and I say an acre of a hectare of a year cocoa. You are talking about bringing on board 1 ton.
Okay.
So the more you rehabilitate a year the cocoa farms, whether I say a year deceased farms, a year farms na yadia kano, and I say moribund farms, that is a year cocoa na engineer kasa ababrewa and asa kokrano. Ucheni negua udiano. Now a pilot program or me region that is Debiso. Emone the ye behold Debiso. Any other book room. Any essence ye be a year central region.
Okay.
All in the name of bringing back a year the glory days of cocoa boss. Tonnage in the bit me day. Akoso na accumulating in the kind of revenue that a year we expect. So these are some of
fantastic. Yeah, bought Dr. Adia Bene Nimpenyu for no one casa. Yabon Abaso for Juma Palmo. Now, yeah, to say cocoa farmers, they say, yeah, respected cocoa farmers are. Sure. Juma for so many years, they are sharing Kwalabi school fees and all that. It be most from November 2025. Moon to your moka, moon for Muskama. No, so I'm not saying.
Your be a marketing attack as customers are always right.
Of course.
In this case, Nyakuku can be no, he's right. And umejina na me metina ha na me ne kuku ni entwe manso ana entwe dare money ade because if there na cocoa farming in I'm not sure say I will be of any use to a cocoa board. So what I say. But the woman say it is not entirely the case. And sheda and say nesa because look your baba to a financing model a year cocoa board. It started a year 2024-25 season. Any a bet to ye because not 2024 because of a brapapa yammo. Okay. A international market any books montino. Yentimia assess a syndicated loan. Okay. Because ye benina ye TSA bontin sunia dinino. Obi kura to me catch us what the man so now person on the train. Na se kuku is can a bar a hona be hun and say yes. Make me know I then action man so. So now every year biano. Sa kuku is can a bar. A bar yeti mu fa kese no to ho e de ma won a to cocoa ne from license buying companies no nti eno no be yes some form of security because what sign a contract when you sika wo di bia ba mu a one ma LBCs ne den sika ne bi nti ne say on the international market in cocoa no be ba $1 krampo na onye den onfa ho nti every time bia no unya a liquidity issue and as a money issue e koba. But because of NPP for brand no boy now in 2024 you access to syndication but aye broni na otokoko no and as off taker no obamu na adwempa ode baamu ne say wo de me koko ka if I don't step in na sa me koko no ebe de ebeshim intino sa de I will step in to pre-finance but me be pre-finance no e kana wo de me no e wo koko mu no sa ye den supply me o supply me a na afi 2024-25 a year season no me ne wa ye den assign the contract kakra so hunu enti na say na ye den say ene wo ho enti no in this case no broni na san ka kire say sika bia me de bebe bia no me san so akire o company a farmer no na on talk kokoo ni nye den e ma me enti ne sa companies na omonya sika de fi broni ni ho ne de all of them had money kuku bi omo from last year bi omo ye den omo tiai but ye wo ebimu wo ho a ya license wo they are into business omo enye sika ne bi but they need to trade and omo ko pay sika e de to kuku the bread kuku board so kuku board has become the off takers of this companies no so yes sa companies no inti wo na kuku board eguso and as even enra sika ebaya you make it transfers to those buying companies na omoye den etuatua cocoa farmers no eka nkaka. Let me also put on record say the 2025-26 season no ye projected say beto cocoa a year 650,000 metric tons. As of January, and now as we speak, you're talking about 580,000 metric tons graded and sealed.
How many months?
Since you be close season in some way June. Into your light crop season, no light crop season, and another issue afasa echinye adinina ban say. Ebona cost to almost $12,000 as of 2024 no, and it is somewhere $4,100. Now in 2025, yes, cocoa board 2025-26 no, you declare an FOB of $7,200, out of which you mercury 70%. Which comes to $5,040. But you see, on the international market, I drop it to $4,100. It is a accept a amount to input even a percentage a new 5,040 at the year then. Or the mercury. So what does this require? It requires a holistic approach to dealing with the issue once and for all.
Because if you don't take a cocoa farm,
so and I'm in Cote d'Ivoire, they are underselling their cocoa. Ebona ba fom entine cocoa farmers ni be war Ivory Coast no they are finding solace in Ghana. Say Ghana born here day e was true because as we speak still Ghana in the cocoa board day on the African continent. So on the African continent in the born here day e was true. And Bruni so unfortunately on person di Jaboka into onye na adwene say may sign any contract e be bro a born a day, a was no. So, and no, and now you find a solutions to some of these issues. But cocoa must supply there. Obviously, they are being paid for that.
Okay. So those are the major issues.
Yeah, these are the major
what
issues.
The reason why.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel be ejidi say o ma ton mu cocoa so
so
this is our can say asset and necra not transfers.
Oh yes. Not kakra. Oh okay. So another appeal I be make it to LBCs ne say LBCs ni bi o ha sika no aba no e wo say sika ne conform to the cocoa farmer but obi o ho be na adwen say sika ne kra e conform no na me koto cocoa no kra fofra off take an obedient.
Okay.
So obedient because as we speak, I buying and I say PPLC and for any stance in terms of say your review prices and any day and my into whatever price are almost set here no a day ejina ho. Into and also akwakoye incomodia ekoso but enche bia no. When say ora mahama buying there. Baby a din a how no eso no. He steps in and BBI there eba to normal.
And CCA international market price of cocoa about for me also abaye ho bebe no CCA am buy anything. So
now say if say abaye already abaye is subsidizing cocoa ne dada because obekaya President Mahama Baye will take over from January 7th 2025 no. You who say CD na ho de ne ye den ekosro and the moment a CD na ho de ebekosro no e was automatically no e bonitimi ye den eba for but or subsidize here for about 5 months
to a point
so for about 5 months in a season ye den ekwa ye setting new price no we use an exchange rate of 11.5 ejina ho for only 2 weeks in a tiba 10 money e ho keka so all the difference na e wo ho nyina no abaya ye den as subsidized till now. Now every ton of cocoa biana cocoa board edebeko for shipment you know. A car obo $6,300. It is a $6,300 na say your ton adeno 4,000 and 4,001. You need no less than $2,300 to subsidize on for every ton of cocoa. Obey. But the question is it even sustainable? Say why yes no price no ensure indication of say air cost. You are going into the next season. You are going into the next season. So what do you do?
CCI, are you guys looking at new financing models?
Of course, new financing model. And I think say ɛyɛ nkɔmmɔdie ɛkɔ so a ɛyɛ mpanyinfoɔ ɛbɛfa ɛyɛ a sustainable sources of finance for ɛyɛ the purchase of ɛyɛ cocoa.
Na okay. Na sisi free fertilizer ɛho sɛnsɛm free seedlings no ɛte sɛn.
Nka ne ɛkɔ so nyinaa no obi bɛka sɛ
sɛ abadada no twa mu.
Twa mu.
Okay.
So nti nka ne ɛkɔ so obi bɛka sɛ no President Mahama nneɛma ni mu in terms of cocoa borne ne ade abeto ye. But still opanyin ne say kuani no ho yɛ den ehia me. Nti no still cocoa board is going ahead with a free fertilizer, free agrochemicals, a free scholarship for a cocoa for mana eco a tertiary. Now, near a catching in say, near all your day, or put on menefino, paying for unchin side or the boom. Sana neon yam and him had on the pan sapa. It's in a sadia, quianina or bre, and now what bre to sustain Ghana's economy up to today. No. And what's the oil care cost? I will a jumana oil day, oil anymore. It is a mind to me bonny chidom. Not neka or bow crea yenimuno echo for moi. Ubiti many sika day, I japade. Nor the necessity in the work I say, and now me cook a jumanimuna me day. Me yes, japade, a year, and that is exactly what Omampani Mahama is intended doing.
I see. Inti, Ujidi say. Equiafo adodo na e ma complain the matter of few months dey obi answer be kan sika
said I can kind Bible say Missouri for hu omone no unhu bi la
pepe na
so that be because utia the chronicle of events suggested anamontuo bi a the previous administration entun ye na e dey duru ba bia but all the wrongs are being written.
In the space of few months, cocoa board besan jina na so said na e ka no so si amutua bi.
Yes, I can so no ye dey ye tua e ka no bi. Ye gu so a nkakra ye 21 e dey omoka bi agrochemicals and say bi say no you think said the buyer still betimi a supply of it betimi aba into your aid na omaboa
so na sisi mu ye bibia fa kai ebeda ho no omo amo di se adwiri mu no mu ye bibia fa ho ana
enti no de bia ne a me boss e kan say so wo hwe mandate a omo edema no na the mandate is to make sure the cocoa board be ye adwuma ye as to dia ebeto obi a wadi dream there he is not in the capacity to prosecute anybody but he may be in the capacity to provide evidence say ebia krata bi anase BBC
I know they megidi so be
ye hia anase ewa ha he is ever ready say ebia o krata we na mu hia okay ewa ha enie o ebia we enie so what I say that's it
and to sha mate eno ase say ondo e cocoa board CEO nya attorney general na say IGP na sisi a osha in the next 1 year na 2 years no project say cocoa no tonnage say na mo benya on say 2016 no we had almost about 1 million metric tons 960 something almost a million metric tons sisi a no mo be sa ma yedu sa ho na
yes sisi a ye be sa so mo na du sa but I won't say the trading of aye cocoa no aye basic economics be catch us say commodity no e dawson ana say ebu a ebo no tumi ye dey e kofom but ebo no kofom a what innovative measures are you taking? That is why Ura Randiabe in terms of value addition no ehia no say you betimi process yen cocoa no mumpo bi e dey pa e wo ha nti say process bi wo ha obi say the cost associated with even shipping or exporting the cocoa from Ghana to abroad the crown ebeba from ebetimi make savings then na sanso enya value for money because of the process na no then just some percentage na bia ya export so that is why and now me know can say baby to say CPC cocoa processing company Wamco any other processes money ade nyina no nkomodie ekoso said ya yebehu omo functional capacity ni omo betimi ayeden omo betimi age a process money ade said ya be ya cocoa kuani nankasa nso no in terms of sikasem no any the problem within a particular crop season.
Okay. Now, Sisi, what are your final words to Cocoa for Negana for Moshe?
Nia kan nyina ne se mpanyinfo se achia emuye esen abebu nyina de because ene na ndida so ye den ewo mu ena agro beso nso a efianapa so wo hwe eye nhyehyeye ene anamuntu a eye the chief executive ede agu akwan mu a oye na it clearly shows say eye cocoa board be fa ntoma pa ye den ede eframa ekuafo no nso ho aye den eho ato so me hye won bo se enioma be den enioma ebeyeye
Mate, ebusiafo nipa yete neni eye Sam K. Jerome. Ono no ye the public affairs director for Cocoa Board. I can tell you on authority. Say just like many other state institutions, Ghana, enyumekuo ahodo akese te say Tema Oil Refinery, National Investment Bank, Gold Board, National Petroleum Authority. Any major institutions are President Mahama Baye, an initiative, Ghana Publishing Company, what have you, Omatimia turning around the corner. Institutions are Baye, na eye gua hanesa. Institutions are no more number. Omo bobosia and the workers. Institutions are near men koye, omabokegu, ama near Mashidrebea. Because of the vision of President Mahama and this was no modern bo. And then I hope servant leadership I done in the last 1 year. No, me GDS our servant leadership any direction no, is happening at Cocoa Board. And Tiano Muso Trail, Pegana for your domo, Cocoa Farmers your domo, President Mahama domo, NDC are buying domo, Obekaya. There are many initiatives I buy in previous NDC administrations are. Ye de dum Cocoa Board. Ye buy ye toa so ye beto ye toa so. Ya sa ababium. And John Dramani Mahama ababiu number 2. Ya ba ye jidi ye sen kakran kakra. Ye bedu ho. Se de Jerome kan no. Sa grobe sa na dwa. Efi anopa mu ni ye guso a ye de ne egu akwa mu. Ye jidi ye se emrepa no du a ye na bebu nkompa ahwe ye chi. Ni ehum se this is how far God has brought us. My ye try who seba ye be san to aso.
Resource. It's our pride. And at Gold Board Jewelry, we celebrate that pride every day with craftsmanship that reflects who we are as Ghanaians. Introducing the Gold Board Jewelry Gold Tablet. Pure, certified, proudly Ghanaian gold. The best part, when you buy a Gold Board Jewelry tablet, you own it. You keep your gold with you, not with us. It's more than a jewelry. It's a smart investment for every Ghanaian who wants to secure their future. Gold Board Jewelry Gold Tablet. Own your gold. Own your future. From the heart of Ghana comes elegance that endures. Gold Board Jewelry craft world-class jewelry from the finest gold, diamonds, and precious minerals. Gold Board Jewelry designed to celebrate your milestones, your style, your legacy. Gold Board Jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian. Visit our showroom or shop online.
There is something extraordinary happening, something you won't want to miss.
A treasure that has been kept under wraps until now.
The wait is almost over.
Get ready to experience the unforgettable.
Honorable Minister, we thank you so much for your time. Can you please brief us the purpose for today's program?
Okay, so let me first, on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, congratulate the Ghana Gold Board for an excellent work done, and also to thank the Gold Coast Refinery working with the Rand Refinery. We have seen that clearly the vision of His Excellency the President has been implemented. In 2016, His Excellency the President John Mahama, was here to officially open the Gold Coast Refinery with a vision to begin refining Ghana's gold. 8 years on, when he left office in 2016, the then administration never implemented the vision of the government and the people of Ghana. We came back to office in 2025. And in January 2025, during His Excellency the President's first State of the Nation address, he signaled the formation of the Ghana Gold Board, which was an anchor in our manifesto. In fact, Parliament passed the Ghana Gold Board Act in the first half of the year. So activities of Gold Board actually began in May. And I think May, June, April. And so since then, we've been working to buy ASM gold for the purposes of exporting them and bringing the forest into our country. Gold Board, I'm sure you can all see the benefit of Ghana Gold Board. It is revolutionary and it is visionary. It has changed the landscape of the gold industry in our country. It is touted all over the world as a novelty. And today we are here to celebrate another milestone of the Ghana Gold Board. Clearly, this company, Ghana Gold Coast Refinery, has the ability to refine up to 2 tons of gold per day, per week. Gold Board has agreed to provide them 1 ton of gold per week for refinery. This will be scaled up to 2 tons per week in no time. Today, Gold Board has the capacity to buy 2.5 tons on average per week of gold. It is our policy to ensure that in the shortest possible time, we will not be exporting raw gold outside this country. This refinery today that has the capacity to do 2 tons, and now with an understanding that will begin with 1 ton per week, has employed approximately 162 workers. And they are adding value to our gold. And they are going to operate 24 hours in line with our 24-hour economy policy at the airport, and creating a gold industry. It's adding value to Ghana's gold. For the first time, you will be able to see a gold bar stamped in the name of Ghana Gold Board and the Central Bank of the Republic of Ghana, or Government of Ghana Gold, being shipped out there and sold in the international market. This refinery has been tasked to ensure that they obtain LBMA license, so that Ghana, for the first time, will be able to stamp our gold LBMA approved. And I believe that there are a lot more we intend doing. Our next policy line will be to encourage Ghana Gold Board to, latest by the end of the year, have a fire assay lab, so that all large-scale mining companies will take their gold through fire assay at the gold board lab for us to ascertain the true value of our royalties. Over the years, since independence, this has never happened. And so as to whether we are getting the right royalties, we are at the mercy of these large-scale companies. Today, I can confidently say that plans are far in advance, and by the end of the year, Ghana will have its first ever fire assay lab for us to get the true value of our royalties so that we can use these royalties to develop our country. I think the Gold Board is doing an excellent work. They need to be supported. I want to use this opportunity to urge the people of Ghana to support the vision of His Excellency the President. This was a vision that he started in 2016. For some interesting reason, we couldn't continue when we lost office in 2016. And the 2020 NDC manifesto, we announced the formation of the Gold Board. Again, we did not win that election. And 2024, God being so good, He gave him the power to be able to implement this vision. We are all seeing the benefit of what dreams and vision can do for a country. So join me to celebrate the beginning of refining our gold. And so today is the first day that we've been first batch of the refining process that we've begun. The Gold Board CEO tells me that you gave them 300.
You're giving them 300 kg.
300 kg yesterday, and in 24 hours they've been able to produce that quantum of gold.
Ebuziafo ya mama kwaba sansoba NDC 360 na yetoa the second segment so I ne sabre yebe discuss Gold Board. Efoni amuhu yi was the aftermath of the inspection of refinery, Gold Coast refinery. Last 2 weeks yenemo ba ha ebeka adwuma sonko adwuma fefefa Gold Board manage CEO lawyer Samijemfi oni ni mpanyufo ne finance minister ani aban no to realize the objects of Gold Board. Okay, Gold Board Act now Gold Board Act 1140 section 2A talks about the objects of Gold Board. Okay, 2A now or say the Gold Board is required to monitor, oversee and undertake the buying, selling, assaying, refinery and export of gold in Ghana. Just a small scale mining gold in Ghana, and a percentage of even large scale Gold Board na yede mra apta na chi se onto na ontong na onfa mfidie mu na yensone so na meye kroje na yenton amononi. That is the object of Gold Board. Now, because of Emra Yediama Gold Board, the leadership of Gold Board and the lawyer Samijemfi follow the objects of the Gold Board as far as refinery is concerned. Last 2 weeks, you know betna eka the contract akoso. Epanyufo de ose ayoyo. Just like His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. It is the vision of the president and the finance minister and the Gold Board CEO egusu a omoye. Nti ye kan ye shemubo say February there will be refinery of gold in Ghana for the first time. Nti de mu ye no promise made and promise delivered. Gold Coast Refinery Ghana Limited. The picture is there for you to see. Finance Minister, only lawyer Samijemfi and Deputy Richard Donekweku, and then Penyufwa Akesia, Omuko visit the refining processes. Pictures no, you can see pure refined gold produced by Mayenche. Gold Coast Refinery for a year. It's where refined gold FEBA 99.9999%, almost 100% gold. Gold board a year. And this is in line with President Mahama's vision. Say Ghana, your primary products are your produce of Ghana. No, it is time say ye be add value because raw gold and I say. Dory gold ye name no ne bo no ne refined gold nyepe enti say all your mind na opese unya gold so mfa so kese pa na you need to add value, you need to refine it. It is in this vein or in the spirit of the laws backing gold board and ampanyufo yi akọ sa apami ama Ghana sisi etim refining gold nti ode ye gold kwa ama no ne a eye krojen obi abesoto because if you need kai bia enim ye bo gold board CEO abaso lawyer Sameje fi ye bo abaso ye bo ne deputy abaso ye bo empanyimfo nyina ni chichu the finance minister or the support atai gold board chi the Bank of Ghana Dr. Siama ye bo na abaso ono so bo adwuma the support our finance minister ediama gold board edutwem esonko na ebro adwen and intiasie so yedamase na yegidi se dane da nyina gold body the more policies ebeboa ama Ghana ye gold sector na ya formalize no to say the president mama all share nim say bibisa because it is in the process and I know say by the time aye na ebenya wontiasie say indeed niema koyi no na ampa niema etimi akoyi ye twa ye ho kakra na ye the third and final segment of NDC 360, bro, moment of truth. Yeah, that's it.
Something extraordinary happening, something you won't want to miss.
A treasure that has been kept under wraps until now.
The wait is almost over.
Get ready to experience the unforgettable.
Resource. It's our pride. And at Gold Board Jewelry, we celebrate that pride every day with craftsmanship that reflects who we are as Ghanaians. Introducing the Gold Board Jewelry Gold Tablet. Pure, certified, proudly Ghanaian gold. The best part, when you buy a Gold Board Jewelry tablet, you own it. You keep your gold with you, not with us. It's more than a jewelry. It's a smart investment for every Ghanaian who wants to secure their future. Gold Board Jewelry Gold Tablet. Own your gold. Own your future. From the heart of Ghana comes elegance that endures. Gold Board Jewelry craft world-class jewelry from the finest gold, diamonds, and precious minerals. Gold Board Jewelry designed celebrate your milestones, your style, your legacy. Gold ball jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian. Visit our showroom or shop online.
There is something extraordinary happening, something you won't want to miss.
A treasure that has been kept under wraps until now.
The wait is almost over.
Get ready to experience the unforgettable.
Ebusiafo Yamama Kwaba Biom on the third and final segment of NDC 360. Moment of truth. Na yebe discuss NPP for omo presidential primaries a course na wotwe mu. First of all, we are a democratic party. Kabima minkebi amanyo sebno NDC agidi. Enti agidi se e wo say nya a worthy oppositioner ono so e wo hwa anamo aye tu no mpanyimfo se de otwa sa enim se na chia eden achia na de ofru de apaso na ye piano enti definitely I was say as amanyoku te say NDC amanyoku a ye wa aban mu a ye de niema toto akwam se Ghana fo benya mfaso opie no eti se de ye no I was say any opposition almost ebe criticize and what have you enti there is no problem ye je sa de and I want to once more to say the your party mpanyimfo congratulate the NPP Boma Baso for an election on my year. What you want to be a peaceful election. Boma Baso for that. That said, no, I was say analyzing NPP for the results of their election. Any propaganda be branding about a candidature. The TNS first of all, NPP for the name say. Dr. Baumia percentage on your first one in 2023, 61%, no, and only the highest a presidential, aspirant be a flag bearer be in the primaries for the first time. Sasam or see a Portugal, no Caribbean because on no Dr. Baumia and then the first establishment in any NPP presidential candidate, in any MP presidential election. Yet, you will have members of a regime, ministers are contesting. They are being sponsored by the system or the establishment. But this time around, Dr. Baumiano is the establishment, or no, yet the vice president. Then the president, a leading party, lead your mind. So he is different from all other people who are contesting for the first time in any NPP presidential election. The vice president is the chairman of the police council. The vice president is the chairman of the armed forces council. In fact, the NPP people told us, "Omo kachire say, ono kwane vice president awa champion 33 policies." Echire say, Okahubi, Osimubi, ono the vice president, second fiddle to the president. A heartbeat away from the president. In fact, there are times on Wakasa where the president or Ghana, if the president is not around. Ono na Abaimu management, Abaimu Sikasem was the head of economic management team. Ghana Sikasem to ono na shenesa. And onye a normal person in MPP rankings. I be Mbeka say, the first time I call him Ponya 61%, and only the highest in MPP presidential primaries be only the highest they kind for a first timer and you know correct. He is the system. Into yes, to whom much is given, much is expected. So even the 61%, for a system establishment candidate, he is the establishment, a year understatement, number one. Number two, I MPP for say, Dr. Bamia Bonomo because the nominal figures are onya, even though for percentage, Obia is above from 61% to 57% above from, but nominal figures, high, and also no credit. No credit, say, I mean, in 2023, onya 16%, onya 61.43%, voter onya 18,210. 18,210 in 2023. In 2026, onya 110,000. In 2023, onya 118,000. Sorry, 118,210, representing 61.43%. But in 2026, onya more time, over 3 years to campaign, using the same. You can say album. Ye di biaka humpa. Eno ne ye ono ankasa ne president Kufuor appointee say di o maka hono. Or they pay by 110,643, representing 56.48%, almost 57%. Enti enya no credit say nominal figures ne kosoro ankosoro. In fact, the vote by form even at the time ye the delegates ni be count the same delegates are here president Kufuor appointed. And he has dwindled. Above from the performance as a flag bearer, no. Above from sine flag bearer beer in the history of NPP as far as second time primaries is concerned. In Tubera, where President Kufuor in 2007, ahead of the 2008 election, on your 47.97%. The first time. Second time, in 2010, ahead of the 2012 election, only 77.92%. A course from 47% to 77.92%. 2014 primaries, ahead of the 2016 election, Odin Kunimino, only 94.35%. 94.35%. President Kufuor. And gradually, every presidential aspirant, even in the NDC, ekosoro paayi enti eno so e wo se etiefo hwe no mu President Kufuor in 1996 on Professor Dubois President Kufuor nya 51.99% in the first attempt. Second one occurred in 1998 onya say 64.60% okosoro. Professor Mills, in 2002, onya 79.71%. But in 2006, onya 81.48%. I can go on and on and on. President Mahama shall say from 95% to 98.8%. Because you have time to campaign to your party people. You have time to talk about your policies. And normally you expect to say oye flag bearer afibia obeko election bia also vote Basro. Also vote Basro. We have demonstrated it to you here from 47% to 77% to 94%. The bia wa ha also bia de ho. But alaji ba omi ade. Afibia obeko election bia ne vote sote. Even at a time where you saw over 3 years the campaign, and you saw the same album when the party for kuchiri the man rate album against all other candidates. Yasha dash them kuchiri yanya election. Yakofa branch executives be a names of me about me uncle for the good book musa only amount for the contest. So right from the get go no, ya reggae system for his benefit. And no. Ontimi pon convince NPP for so omonto abama no nti ne percentage ne votes kwa na ekofo etu bera in 2023 Western region onya 59.6%, in Central region 35.9%, in Greater Accra 52%, In Volta region, in 2023, onya 45.3%. But in 2026, after 3 years of campaign, Sunday delegates be account omoye onono appointees, former DCs and MMDCs, on the President Kufuor na appoint you. In fact, some of them are onumpo no ede or appoint you. Some of them are no appoint you. Oman to amano, almost your monama. Omun yini vision no eni. Into Volta region. First, 2023, 45.3% at Tomano. But in 2026, 35.7%. That's what to say who, to say high sense. Eastern region, Enkane onya 65.9%. 2023. But in 2026, onya 51.5%. That's what by 50%. A poem man for say, Dr. Bamia one number. Nisika Samutu to Yenu Kuye. Yedeni yeshia enye yi. Kwa Ashanti region 2023 onya 58%. But in 2026 onya 50.5% in the eastern region. Kwa Western North onya 58.5% in 2023. But in 2026 onya 44%. That's what to say who. In Ahafo region, 2023 onya 74.2%. But in 2026 onya 62.1%. And you say it's what who. Shabono region, and these are key regions. 2023 onya 62%. But in 2026 onya 58%. That's what. Bono East, 2023 onya 74%. But in 2026, onya 68.7%. Oti region, dambaye ne nimpotemu ono krache ho. 2023, onya 72%. But in 2026, onya 61.1%. Northern region, onwani krum. In 2023, onya 81.7%. But in 2026, almost there be we yenia, and so you do ko baby enye yinti. Oma bonegala from 81.7% to 78.6% because almost say adi ofi oye so adi we die. Ye de ba fia enye ye. Ye de ni ko gina simpie so on chirechire mu ha waga na se musika asem ne tia obedwane. Enti enya de a ye de be ye. Savannah region will appreciate it slightly and no de ye bibi a enye ye so. Upper West region ono anu krum from 78.3% to 70.1%. That's what to say who. Northeast ni kromo ono anu krom baby o free ankasa. Gambaga area mu ho. Mampusi ni krom a omo dono ye wo buo ni die mo omo ono anu krom fo. Epanyifo si ukrom pete edu na ma ebika. Enso Dr. Bamia krom pete de. Omo di ne nam no. Dompe krebi anya dey anka. From 98.7% to 66.1%. Major drop, major. Producer, major drop from 98.7% to 66.1%. Major drop. Ni krom peta renam na manasa dompe krebi anya dey anka. Omayam de ayeto safi. Upper East from 69.9% to 60.6%. Major drop. And Tiamani votes no so from 61.43% to 56.8%. What it means is that 43% of NPP delegates, or MPP for card-bearing members of the MPP, 43% out of 100, almost 50%, half of MPP delegates, Ejiri said Dr. Bamia one number. Now the who Mkrane say, Omo ya omo voting centers bebrebeni nano, omo de bako ko omo party headquarters. Out of over 980 people na also mutu aba. No ye MPP mu the creme de la creme e ba twi mu a etitre ni anintri, former ministers, former MPs, former presidential you can say aspirants, ambassadors, chief of staff for any emu presidential staffers and presidential aides. NPP mu akasiye pa no. Big fishes in the NPP. Now also moto about our party headquarters. Out of 980 something, no, emu 500 on mama. 500 and si on President Kufuor don tu ne nsi ho. President Kufuor empire mpo na ye ba no etani hu chemu akra. Nyame yeshra no edi mfi aka no ho. Enyum tuo mpo na ye to President Kufuor ba. And so NPP primaries according to the NNC because I say NPP mpanyifo no muko na ebie na obo number including Dr. Bamiento on say na daje mponsi ho na wabeto aba President Kufuor do ama President Kufuor ama mpanyifo akese o pepu mo ama out of 980 something no only just about 400 penny buy almost buy ya emu kakra bi penny to aba Dr. Bamiento 43% of NPP delegates Dr. Bamiya monama. Ne monde bono nso ani. Omo nji ne vision ene na ni so ade hunu ni. Kakra bi dodo na akotoma Brian Champion ne Canada Japan. Omo de omo rebom de bat. 43% ne so omo pe. Omo sene Dr. Bamiya. Sa 43% no omo toma Brian ne Canada Japan no. These Japan, Brian, they don't even have a track record in government. No track record. But almost almost prefer Dr. Bamiya. It should tell you the candidature of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. On no other party for me who flag bearer yet to about on to me majority of the party for. In such high numbers, at least 75% is fine. 72% is fine. 80% is fine. But as for Dr. Bawumia, 57%, 43% so mun pen anim crash because you did there from 2017 to 2024 2024 Ghana si kasam toto ya ye de share ne nsani na watete apasam ni na sai poto e make sure say Bank of Ghana eboka susuro in 2022 mboka 60 billion under the watch as head of economic management team. Ghana a domestic debt exchange program. Amanfua bobra aye adwumason attitude mo romudia to us aban fanya adwuma na enfa esi woman no Dr. Bawumia ne ken ofri atane President Kufuor do je ya. Omo se hu ye ntua hu te. Omo form anu nkobo ban na moja ba no matafre. Omo je di. Ntinsi hu no metua in the next 15 years. Ebi more the 80 years. O person chere say obetua ne sika ma na abra wadi 95. Ni pasa na benye do 95. Nti o person chere so ma jiska na de hute. Unti fa ko baby ya. Enkosi aga. And that was the leadership was a cardinal sign of the NPP government under Dr. Bawumia as head of economic management team. Obefa dollar from 4 Ghana cedis to 70 Ghana cedis. Ghana ejumadie bebre eweguye. Over 800,000 people went below the poverty line. Just because of amamo bonia. Dr. Bawumia ne bra penyi President Kufuor do bebuye. Efa fuel 1 gallon from 16 cedis to 72 Ghana cedis. Taxi for adwuma na eguye. Trotro for adwuma egu. Articulator for adwuma egu. Obi adwuma egu. Coupled with it na almost am ayedum so. Fine. Problem a President Mahama solve in 2016. Almost and ye komu. So, Sanyama we nyina na NPP delegates enwu ye nom so no. Wa boya san braye so. Nka wo de niema esi ye na ka sa take responsibility na ka kire ye say ujitum se niema ntwa ye. Na wo de hihye pa begu akwan mu. Next time NPP be ba no be ye niema ye. Osan se wo enye ono a de esi ye na enye ne fault. Na President Kufuor do. No oko economic management team meeting a decisions on be taken on the cabinet and President Kufuor say ontie onfa. At the time and President Kufuor even his 2018 State of Nations address or catch Ghana for say or the Ghana economy as say ono Kufuor osua economics but osua ontie ase or a lawyer. Nti wo Dr. Bawumia na wo say otire ho abobel. Ewo sikasam tutu yemu nti bra na be ye adwuma no. Oba ya wo say adwuma no tu Kufuor fo ontie. He ran away from responsibility after delivering several lectures. Bakubi Oyen in 2014, Central University, restoring the value of the city. No opposition. Oba went to me and restore the value of the city. Wako no opposition. Osansi yesa manemra. Na ubesi yesu anka wansha yema. Ubesi yesu anka wansha yema. Da ben dan yensa nti oba no be den. Sisi ano Ghana fango fuel ekoyie. Dollar ekoyie. Cedi ekoyie. Obi koto ade a ne bo aba fom. A more bag from 1,300 to 500 Ghana cedis. Iron rods from 9,500 to 7,000 Ghana cedis. Major shopping centers in this country so much to your money maso. Bibia bafom. Tomatoes, onion, bibia, inkosuyabo, bibia bafom. Enti o beye den. Bofre amre soa edebie nim. Bofre amre oduano soa otina obesha enye dey. Obesi eso aka ma. If you had anything better to do when you were the vice president and head of economic management team, and Kauye Magana food now so tiye. And Tisaniama Wenina na NPP delegates. Ese debi. Wedie yeji tumwa enye ye enya dia ye beso so sanima weso. Into the tabamia ye ntoma. Enti true to their worst. Oman to aman even in the face of sika omoche yina. Oman to amano. Because almost say ombre ne yehwe nye ne mode monye de enso ani oti ase enti amango flag bearers and presidential candidates a oma call election akwa Dr. Bawumia na mbon number kra enti the 2028 abaye beto no about records. It is not even about personalities. Say we na or NDC we no NPP debi about NDC and NPP. What has been the records of the NDC after taking over a government from the NPP? And what was the records of the NPP? That is all about it. So NDC is a working government. Takes an economy that was ranked a junk status economy to an economy that is performing B+. Takes an economy with a debt to GDP ratio of 61% to 45%. Takes an economy with inflation of 23.8% to a nominal 3.8% in 1 year. Takes an economy, the national debt here over 720 billion to 620 in 1 year. International reserves from $9 billion to $13.8 billion. Import cover from 3 months to 5 months under the NDC. These are the records. Fuel from 70 Ghana cedis per liter to 9.9 Ghana cedis per liter. These are the records and Yebeka wants them. Dollar from 60 Ghana cedis retail to 11 Ghana cedis retail and 10.8 Ghana cedis interbank rates. These are the records are Ghana for Besheti Jadinina. Ono kwa man one koto niema ba okoto fango ba ebeton okoto oil ba beton. No. He is a major beneficiary. Wonya mfasodia kese pa wo nhihye ni niema pa. President Mamamu Dr. Atoforsin, Gold Board CEO, Bank of Ghana Governor, Edi egu akwan mu a ebua amanema akoye. And it is a matter of records. It is a battle of records. And no na Ghana for beshe. Because it is about bread and butter. Seni pana emo bag or ton saying, a bro bag or ton saying. And no na yebeshe near the year 2028 election. Into all the noise about say ye candidate for ebimu kwako congratulating ni na no enkosi aga. Because I am about the records of the government. And many of me will be honest and candid enough to say, this is how far God has brought us under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama. Kotoka sabi can be. You see, every election is a referendum on the incumbent. About be on the performance e modern ba aban na eti akonya mu no abo no eno ne ye de behwe so ato aba enti sa aban na oti akonya mu timi yes na ma wa nyina in 1 year including setting up a refinery of gold for the first time in the history of Ghana. Mas a umpe we na kaya moto. Umpe we na den. In 1 year, and we have 3 years ahead of us. And it's a 1 year poetry the asa nema we are. Imagine what will happen to us and anema ebeye in the next 3 years of the NDC government and the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama and Professor Nana Jino Pokwajima. You bomb a basso for Jumapa. You bomb a basso for thinking about Ghana. And 2028 campaign the year, and yet ding. Ebeye straightforward. Ebeye a battle of records. Na mijidi say wa shemi. Why a crowd say you will take part in the debate. Ebe will run up to the 2028 election, and you will come to the inevitable conclusion that the NDC government is worlds apart. The NDC government is unparalleled. The NDC government, I crowd say, Jumedi amode share yensano, ya ye ni ye, na ebe ye ni ye amana kama. In 1 year in government, you stabilize the secondary education. Yama over 2 million young women are benefiting from a free sanitary pad program. Are benefiting. Yeah, Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Yeah, Jumera. Yeah, National Apprenticeship Program. Yeah, 1 million coders program. Yeah, program be in a space of 1 year. Yeah, setting up gold board that generates over $11 billion. Our Bank of Ghana. Aye kejenemua niema ekoye. I can go sector by sector. Education ministry. When niema ayaye. And then one tell what team will come be our secondary school be because they are in the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama has made this possible. Sector by sector, energy, you are stabilizing Ghana power. One say yes, do so be because of the investments are in the energy sector. In fact, there is plan to build a new gas plant. Yesterday, why be done your friend I bought for President Mama? We see gas plant that Tuabo gas plant, $1 billion facility. President Mama, SC. Or sans you be CBUMA, and you can say you want what. Yaya Niama P. A bro adjoining to us here so. A because why to the benefit of the people of Ghana. Yadamasi say, Mati moment of truth. I will NDC 360 so. Ye try musima ni enema wie.
From the heart of Ghana comes elegance that endures. Gold ball jewelry craft world-class jewelry from the finest gold, diamonds, and precious minerals. Gold ball jewelry designed to celebrate your milestones, your style, your legacy. Gold ball jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian. Visit our showroom or shop online.
Edamasi say don hwere mi no a etwa mu yi moje mre ene ye NDC 360. I believe say the makọ niema ahodo pii mu ama monya ne ntiase say NDC aban no ebo no homoden ye de hyehye ye gu akwan mu ye de hyehye ye gu akwan mu a ama Ghana ebe ye krabe hwe mpanyufo say agoro eso no na ade so esa akwantufo baby a edu no I say ye ne mudi nkra na wɔtwe sɛ na yɛhyia yɛda yɛ producers as executive producer ye crew ye MCR no bia Loud Silence TV, Loud Silence Media yɛdamase Weasel TV yɛdamase Angel TV yɛdamase TV XYZ Radio XYZ Power FM NDC 360 official Twitter NDC 360 Facebook and obibia streaming live on your platforms. Tell a friend to tell a friend that now Mukwada Bia at 8 p.m. I will say okay home na ye NDC 360 ni ene mo che ni ma pa NDC amanyo kono ne NDC aban no eye emagana for me din the Dr. Samia ye me na me ye dwumadi eho chia me na wotwe se ne ye besan hia makramo.
What I can promise you is that I will be truthful to you. I will never tell you lies. I will never tell you things that I can't do. The problem with this country is that our policies are based on the short cycle of winning elections every 4 years. And we are not creating the foundation for this economy to take off. And so, we're not making you promises. I'm promising you that I'll work hard day and night to make sure that we reset the fortunes of this country. 4 years of a good leader will make more impact than 8 years of a dishonest leader.